Is that okay? Can we resume the session? Okay, so okay, recording has been started.
Nithin sir,
Right, Samya.
before moving to the next topic, I mean, should we attempt some practice questions as well? Or toward
So, okay, basically we need to complete the modules. After that, I will ask the questions. Shall we have that technique? So basically, we are going to provide you with the Cloud That Test Prep portal also. We are going to share the access with you, and you can practice there also. So I already intimated that to the Cloud That team, and they are going to share that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, okay, Samya. So,
Nithin sir, I am not able to hear your audio. Maybe is it same for everyone?
no.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Okay,
Even
okay. I have muted that. I have muted that.
I thought there was some issue with my headphones.
So, so if that's the case, you can directly report. You can unmute your mic and say regarding that. Otherwise, it will be going like this. Okay. Anyway. So here I have shared one link to you in the chat, and here we are going to create a chat bot. Specifically, we can call it as a weather bot, where you are going to enter the name of the city, and in response to that, you are going to get the weather and temperature information of that particular city. So how we are going to implement that weather bot? Okay, the question is how we are going to implement that weather bot. And you know that in order to get the temperature and the weather information of a particular city, we need to use some applications. Okay, you need to use some application. One of the application is open weather application. You can see that this is the open weather site. This is the open weather site. Here you need to actually create an account, and in my case I already created an account. In your case you need to actually create a new account here, and after that you can log in with the credentials that you are having. So let me log into that. So here when I log in, I can see a key here. Can you see this key? Are you able to see this key? Yes or no? Are you able to see this key?
Yes, yes.
You can see a key.
Yes.
We can use this key in our application to get the weather from this site. So this is an application, and we are going to create a bot application, and this two application needs to communicate with each other. So how we are going to communicate with each other? By using APIs, application program interface. And in order to access this open weather site, I'm given with a key. Okay, I'm given with a key. So let me copy this key in a notepad. Okay, so you need to, first of all, you need to get the key after signing. So let me paste that key in a notepad, and I am going to use that later. Okay, so this is the open weather website. And after that, go and open the bot framework composer. This is the icon for that. This is the bot framework composer. So let me click this bot framework composer, and the same procedure. After opening this software, you need to update that. You need to update the entire software. So it will take time. We can wait for that. So you can see this bot framework composer. At the top side, you can select this help from the menu, and you can actually check for the updates. So I'm updated with the latest version, so I'm not going to check that again. So in your case, after installing this bot framework composer, you need to check for updates. If you're done with that, you can restart this software. You can restart this software. Here, you can see a create new option here. Okay, here you can see a create new option here. What you're going to do is that you're going to create a new chatbot. So let me go and click this create new button. And it is asking for whether I need to use this empty board or core board with the language. I'm going with the empty board, and C# is the language that I'm going to use for that. So I'm going to select this empty board. Okay, then go and click this next button. It is asking for a name. It is asking for a name. You can give whatever name that you like. In my case, I am going to give this weather board. Okay, so you can find out that here in the page itself, it is giving like this. So go and check for updates. After that, you can create a new board, and you can give whatever name that you like. Okay, here on the home screen, select new weather board. You can see all this information here. So I'm going to give a name for this board, weather board, and the runtime that I'm going to use is Azure Web App. I need to host this board, right? So I'm going to use this runtime as the Azure Web App. After that, go and click this create button. So when we hit the create button, it will take some time for loading all the packages, templates, runtimes needed for developing this project. So let's wait for that. Parallelly, you can do that. So it will take time. So this is the bot framework composer with which we can actually create our bot in an easy manner. Rather than writing the codes, we can create the projects in a fast manner. So let's wait for that. Then after that, it is going to have this runtime, then merging packages, all those things needs to be taken care before starting this project. So you can see this building runtime. So now we are able to see this welcome screen, right? We are able to see this welcome screen. And this is the getting started page. This is the getting start page. You can see that in the right side. So if you need to read all those things, you can do that. So let me close this get started page. And at the middle, you can see this area, right? This is the authoring canvas. Authoring canvas means you are going to build your board here. You're going to design your board here. This is the authoring canvas. This is the left side. Look at this left side. This is the navigation pane. This is the navigation pane. And when it comes to the case of right side, this is the properties pane. Okay, this is the properties pane. This is the authoring canvas area. This is the properties pane, and this is the navigation pane. And at the top, look at the top left. You can see the name of this project. What is the name of this project? Weatherboard. Okay, weatherboard. And when you expand this weatherboard, can you see this weatherboard here? This is one dialog. Okay, this is one dialog. Can you see this weatherboard here under this weatherboard option? This is the dialog. Okay, this is the dialog. This is one dialog. This is one dialog. Please note that this is one dialog. Inside that dialog, you'll be having two triggers. These are the triggers. You can see one greeting trigger here, an unknown intent trigger here. Two triggers are there. Greeting trigger. This is the greeting trigger, and this is the unknown intent trigger. So let me select this greeting trigger. And when I select this greeting trigger, you can see this flowchart, right? So what exactly this one? What exactly this one is? So the idea is that whenever a user joins this board, okay, whenever a user joins this board, he is going to be in this trigger. Okay, he is going to be in this trigger. So here you can see that at the top right, this is the name of this trigger. You can give whatever name that you like. So let me give a new name here. Welcome user. Welcome user. This is the name that I'm going to name. This is the name that I'm going to give for this trigger. So at the same time, in the authoring canvas, you can see that welcome user is the name here. What is the message given here? Can you see that? What's the message given here? Can you see that? Can you say what's the message?
Welcome to your what?
Welcome to your board. That means when a user joins this board, he is going to see this message, welcome to your board. So let me change this message like this. Welcome to the weather board. Welcome to the weather board. We are going to design a weather board, right? So let me select this box. Okay, after selecting this box, the properties of this activity can be seen here at the right side. Okay, when you select this box, you can see the properties of these activities here. And here you can see the text message, welcome to your board. So let me click that one and you can edit here. So let me type like this, welcome to the weather board. Welcome to the weather board. Welcome to the weather board. So it sounds good, right? Welcome to the weather board. And come back to the authoring canvas. At the same time, here you can see that welcome to weather board. Okay, this is one indent. Okay, this indent will be activated when a user joins this board. So let me take this next indent, that is unknown indent from the left side. What is the message that you are getting here? Sorry, I did not get that. Sorry, I did not get that. So if something happened, if the chatbot is not able to answer you, then it is going to give like this. Sorry, I don't get that, or I did not get that. It is going to give a response like this. So this is the initial phase. This is the initial phase. So how to run this board? How to run this board? At the top side, can you see the start board option? Are you able to see the start board option? Yes or no? At the top right,
Yes.
start board. You can click this start board. Right. You can click this start board. At the time, you can see this message, starting board, starting board. Let me run this. What happened if you run this board? So we can, it will take time. It will take time. At this point, you're going to get two messages, whether you need to start this board using open web chat or you need to test this board using the emulator. You'll be having two options. You can go with the open web chat or you can go with the testing emulator. Suppose I am going with the web chat. I'm going to select this one. And when I select this one, can you see the bot at the right side? Welcome to the weather bot. Can you see this message? Can you see this message? Welcome to weather bot.
Yes.
You are able to see that. Now I'm going to put hi here. So let me put hi here. Sorry, I don't get that. I did not get that. So here, this is an empty bot, right? Here the chatbot does not know what it needs to do, when a user sends a message. So this is the case. So we need to build this bot with our custom functionalities. And let me close this bot. So in order to close this bot, please look at this. At the top, you can see the restart bot, and here you can see 3 lines here. Go and select these 3 lines and go here and click this stop button. Okay, click this. Look at my cursor, stop button. So let me click this stop button. The weather bot is stopping. So now we are at this page. And after that, please look at this. Bot is able to give you a message like welcome to the bot. And when we come down, this is the stop button, right? Look at the bottom. This circle. This circle is the stop. This circle is the stop. Before that, you can see a add symbol. Go to the last add symbol. Okay, go to the last add symbol and click this. And now when you click this, you're going to get so many options here. So let me select the question, this one, ask a question. So let me select this one, ask a question. And you'll be having several options for that. So let me select the text, ask a question, and I'm going to select this text. So when I select text, what will happen? 2 nodes are created here. One is prompt for text and another is user input. Okay, 2 nodes are created. One is prompt for text and another is user input. So let me go to the prompt for text. And when I select that, I can see the properties at the right side. That means here you can type your text. Look at this, bot response, user input, and others. 3 options are there. You can select this bot response, go down, and here you can click this add alternatives. Okay, under responses, you can click add alternatives. And here I am going to ask like this, what's your name? Okay, when a user joins this bot, he's going to get the message like, what's your name? So let me like this, what's your name? User is going to get this message, what is your name? And when a user get this message, in response to that, the user is going to type their name. Look at the second node, go and select this second node. Okay, go and select this second node, and at that time, come to the properties pane. You can see the properties section here. Here, user is going to type a name, and you need to store that in a variable. Okay, here the user is going to type the name in the chat box, and we need to actually store that name. So how we can store that name? I'm going to type user. So there are 2 type of scopes here. One is user scope and another is the dialog scope. User scope means that variable, the lifetime of that variable exists till the user session. So you need to type user dot, then you can give whatever name that you like. I'm going to type like name, user dot name. In the user dot name, so look at this. In the user dot name, I'm going to store the name that the user is going to give. Okay, this is the variable name, user dot name. So let me give that name and come back to the authoring canvas. And here you can see that user dot name equal to input text. Then come down, go and select the last add button. Okay, go and select this last add button. And when a user types his or her name, then the bot is going to reply with the appropriate message. For example, if I am typing my name as Nithin, then the bot is going to give like, hi Nithin, nice to meet you. Hi Nithin, nice to meet you. So bot is going to give a message for that. So for that, you can select this send a response. when you select this, what happens is that the bot is going to send that message to the user. So send a response. I'm going to select that send a response. And here, what I need to do. Hi. Can you say, where is my name? In which variable I have that name? Can you say that? My name is stored in
user.name.
user.name, right? My name is stored in user.name. And in order to display that, for example, my name is in user.name. But in order to display that, what I need to do is that I need to put like this, hi, $sign. Inside the curly bracket, I need to put like this, user.name, user.name. Then put a comma here. You can do whatever stuffs that you like. Nice to meet you. Okay, I'm going to put like this, nice to meet you. So this is the thing that I need to display. So instead of this username, whatever name that you are going to give, that name is going to print there. So let me copy this statement and let me put that here. Hi, user.name, nice to meet you. So this is now the structure. This is the structure that we are created. So let me run this bot. So whether this bot is actually running according to our wish. So let me select the start bot. And it is going to ask whether we need to open that in web chat or in test in emulator. Go and select this open web chat. So this is the earlier message. Go and refresh that. Okay, you can select this restart conversation at the top. So here you're going to get the message like this. Welcome to the weather bot. What is your name? So let me put my name here, Nithin. Okay, let me put my name, Nithin. Are you able to see this message? Hi, Nithin, nice to meet you. Is that okay?
Yes.
And then one more thing. Actually, you're going to design a bot for knowing the weather of a particular city. So I'm going to type like this. Can I get the weather? Can I get the weather? Can I get the weather? Can you say what is the response here? Can you say what is the response here? Sorry, I don't get that because still the bot is not able to say that because we have not designed that. That's the problem, right? So we need to deal with that. So what we are going to do is that I'm going to stop my bot. I'm going to stop my bot and coming back. Please carefully listen to this. This is one dialogue. See this? This is one dialogue. Okay, this is one dialogue, weather bot. Okay, so what I need to do is that I need to go to the top weather bot. I'm not going to take this one. I'm going to take this weather bot. At the top side, you can see this weather bot. Click these three dots. Are you able to see add a dialog box? Add a dialog. You can see add a dialog. That means in your chatbot, you will be having several dialogues. You will be having a root dialog. You will be having some child dialog. So there are so many dialogues. That's why I told you that in that dialog set, you will be having several dialogues. So I'm going to create a new dialog here.
Sorry, one question here.
Right.
You mentioned about the parent, the main dialogue and the child dialogue. Uh, I mean, do we need to remember that relationship or while?
Yeah, I will tell you how to connect these dialogues. I will tell you how to connect these dialogues. Now, this dialogue is an independent entity. This weatherbot is an independent entity. And we are going to create a new dialogue. That is again, here, this two dialogue is not having any relation between that. Are you getting my point? There is no connection in between that. So we need to make that connection.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay. So inside this project, I only having this weatherboard dialog, right? So let me create one more dialog. And if you're confused about this, if you're selecting this one, you're not going to get that option, add a new dialog. That will be available only at the top portion. So I'm going to add a new dialog. So you can give whatever name that you like. So let me give a name like this, get weather. So get weather. So get weather is the name of the dialog. So for knowing the weather, whatever description that you like for knowing the weather, you can give whatever things that you like for knowing the weather. So let me click this OK button. Now new dialog is created. Get weather dialog is created. So inside this project now you will be having two dialogues, weather bot and the get weather dialog. So let me expand this get weather dialog. How many triggers are there? Can you say that? How many triggers are there? Inside the main dialog, you will be having 2 triggers, but in this trigger, how many triggers are there? This is the trigger, right?
Only one.
Only
Only
one
one trigger.
trigger. Only one trigger. So let me go and select this trigger. Nothing is there, right? Nothing is there. So it's your duty to develop this idea or develop your logic. So basically, when you are asking, can I get the weather? At that time, it will be redirected to this dialog. Normally, what is the next step that we need to ask? Can you say that what the bot is going to ask you? Can you say that what the bot is going to ask you? Suppose I am typing like this, can I get the weather? Okay, next, what the bot is going to ask you? Okay, so
Last location.
yeah, your location will be asked. That means enter your city. So the bot is going to ask enter your city. So how we can do that? Go and click this add button. And when a bot needs to ask something, you can select this ask a question, ask a question. And let me select this text. And 2 nodes will be created. Again, 2 nodes will be created. So let me click this one. First node, that is the prompt for the text. The same idea, go down, select this add alternative under this bot response. And here I'm typing like this, enter the city, enter the name of the city. And typing like this, enter the name of the city. So the user is going to get this message, enter the name of the city. Okay, user is going to get the message, enter the name of the city. And in response to that, user is going to enter one city name. And that needs to be stored in a variable. Okay, that city needs to be stored in a variable. So go to the user input. This is the next node, right? This is the next node. Go to the user input and type here the name of your variable. So before that, you need to type the scope. There are 2 scope. One is the user scope and dialog scope. Here I am using this dialog scope. That means this name will exist only in this dialog. So for that, I'm going to type dialog. Okay, so let me select this one, dialog dot. You can give whatever name that you like. I'm going to put city as the name. So dialog dot city. User is going to enter a city name and that is going to be stored in this dialog dot city. Sometimes what happens is that when a user enters a city name, there may be some spaces in front of that city name and there may be some spaces after that city name. So we need to trim those things. Okay, you need to trim those spaces. For that, in the output format, what you can do is that you can type equal to trim this dot value, equal to trim this dot values. So if there is some spaces in front of that city name and if there is some spaces after that city name, that is going to be trimmed here. Okay, you are going to trim that again. So now you are able to do that. Okay, now let me run this. Let me run this board. Let me run this board. Okay, so go and select this start board. Go and select this start board. We need to check that whether is there any connection between these 2 dialogues. Okay, so after that, let me select this open web chat. Restart that. It is going to have this welcome to the weather board. What's your name? So let me type Nithin here. Hi Nithin, nice to meet you. So let me type like this. Can I get the weather? Can I get the weather? Whether this bot is able to jump to the next dialogue? Yes or no?
No.
No, there is no connection between these 2 dialogues, right? There is no connection between these 2 dialogues. So it's our duty. It's our duty to connect this. It's our duty to connect this. So how you are able to connect that? That's the next question. So for that, you can go to the weather board. That's the parent dialog, right? Go to the weather board and go to the right side. Here you can see that language understanding, you can see language understanding here. You need to select this change option. Okay, you need to select this change option and you are going to see default option is there, regular expression is there, custom option is there. Let me go with the regular expression. Okay, let me go with the regular expression and select this. Okay, let me go to the regular expression and select this. So what's the idea of this? I will tell you what's the idea of this. So go and select this one. Okay, go and select this one. And after that, again go to the parent dialog, that is a weather board. Okay, go to the weather board here and click these three dots, add new trigger. Okay, add new trigger. You need to add a new trigger. In the parent dialog, you are having two triggers. In addition to that, you are going to create one more trigger, and it is going to ask for the type of this trigger. So intent recognized. Intent recognized is the name of the trigger that I'm going to choose. Intent recognized. And you need to give a name for this trigger. So let me give a name for that, like weather requested. Okay, weather requested. And please input the regex pattern. Regex pattern means, for example, if my message contains the word weather, okay, if my message contains the word weather, then this trigger is going to get activated. Okay, this trigger is going to get activated. I told you that in the actions, you're going to put the messages, and from there, you're going to recognize the intent of that using the recognizer. And based upon that, it is going to call another dialog. So whenever my message contains the word weather, it is going to activate this trigger. So let me submit this. And expand this weather board. Now I can see that three triggers are there in the parent dialog. That is the welcome user, unknown intent, and weather requested. So let me go to the weather requested trigger. And here you can see add option. Okay, you can see the add option. Go and click this add option. Then go to the dialog management. Look at this. Go to the go and select this plus symbol. Go and select this dialog management. And go and select a new dialog. That means whenever your message contains the word weather, you need to actually redirect it to another dialog. That's the meaning of this. Begin a new dialog. So you are able to add this node here. And after that, you can see the properties pane at the right side. You can see the dialog name here. Are you able to get the name of that child dialog, get weather? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
You are able to select this, right? So let me go and select this get weather. And at the same time, that will be updated in this option. So it sounds good. Now what I have done is that let me check run my bot. Let me run my bot. So open that in the web chat. Let me restart the conversation. What's your name? Nithin. And I'm typing like this. Can I get the weather? Can I? Weather word is there inside this message, right? So let's what happen. Are you able to connect this dialog? Yes or no?
Yes.
You are able to connect that dialog. Okay, enter the name of the city. So let me put like Chennai. So no, nothing. The board is not able to give you anything, right? So why? We have not designed anything after that, right? So now we are able to connect these two dialogues. That's the thing that we have done up to this point. So let me type another like this. Again, I'm going to type weather. Enter the name of the city. So let me type like this VETHER. It is not going to detect that. Why? Because VEATHER is the right name, right? So it is checking for that particular name in that message. So let me go and stop that. Now we have completed up to this point. So let me expand the second dialog, get weather, and select this begin dialog. What is the next step? The next step is that we know that this is the portal that we need to connect. Okay, so we need to send a request to this portal, and from here you are going to get the temperature and weather information of that particular city. So we need to connect this, right? So basically for doing that, look at this. Select this begin dialog. Go and select the last plus button. Okay, go and select this last plus button. Select this add. Here you can see access external resources. Okay, access external resources. So I need to actually send an HTTP request to that particular portal. Okay, so go and select this access external resource and send an HTTP request. Send an HTTP request. So you are going to get this box. You're going to get this box. Here the thing is that you're going to ask the weather of a particular city. So at the right side, you're going to see this properties pane, and you're going to ask the HTTP method. So here you are going to use the get method. So you're going to request that, right? So get method is the right method that you're going to give. And they are asking about the URL. Okay, they are asking about the URL. So what URL? Can you say that which is the URL that we need to specify there? Can you say that? Which is the URL that we need to specify there? Can you say that?
Open weather.
Open weather portals URL. Right, right. So what we are going to do is that this is the URL. Okay, this is the URL that you are having. And what I'm going to here, let me copy this one. This is the URL, right? This is the URL, HTTP API openweathermap.org. This is the URL. And this is the city name that you are entering. And they are asking about the API key. Okay, they are asking about the API key. So this is your key. This is your key. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to delete this your API key with the API key that I am having. This is my API key, right? So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste that here. Okay, I'm going to paste that here. So I am giving the city name and also giving the API key. If I'm able to give this website is going to reply with the corresponding weather information. So let me copy this one. Let me copy this one and paste that here. Okay, in the URL section. So I'm done up to that point. Then in response to that, okay, so the idea is that after giving this request, you're going to get a response. You're going to get a result. You're going to get a result. So I'm going to store that result in a variable. So let me put like this dialog. Okay, dialog dot API response. I'm going to give like this. So this is the name of the variable where I'm going to store the result. So you can give whatever name that you like here, but here you need to give the name like dialog itself. Here you can give whatever name that you like. Okay, dialog.api response is the name that I'm going to give. So in this, you are going to get the result from the website. Then I am going to explain a few more things. So here you can see that dialog.api response contains the result. Then the result can include any of the four properties. You can get the status code by accessing dialog.api response.status code. Okay, you can get the recent phrase using dialog.api response.recent phrase. If you're giving another name here, then you need to replace all that name here also. Okay, whatever name that you're going to give, that name needs to be updated here. That's the idea. So you're going to get the content, you're going to get the headers. All those information can be accessed using these variables. Okay, that's the idea that I need to have. And let me put this dialog. Okay, let me select this result.property. Okay, result.property. And here you can see that I'm going to put like that dialog. Okay, I'm going to select that dialog and you can put whatever name that you like. I'm putting like API underscore response, API underscore response, API underscore response. Now I created up to this point. Okay, now I given all the properties, HTTP method get, URL and the result property. I have said that. And I need to check that whether I am able to retrieve this result in a proper way or not. Okay, whether this request is a success or failure. I need to check that. So in order to check that, you know that what is the condition that you can use? If condition, right? If condition. So go and select this add button. Okay, go and select this add button. And here you can see create a condition here. Okay, create a condition here. Create a condition here. And from here, you can select this if else, if else. So you're going to get the if condition here. And if the condition is true, then you're going to be in this line. If the condition is false, you are going to be in this line. Okay, so what is the condition here? That's the question. What is the condition here? So you need to specify the condition. So let me write an expression for that condition. So go to the right side and at the properties pane, go to the condition and write an expression here. And I am checking that API. Okay, so not the API, dialog. So dialog dot API response. Okay, this is the result, right? Inside this result, I need to access the status code. Status code. I need to check that whether that status code equal to 200. If you're getting the value 200, that means it's a success. If other values are, if you're getting other values, that means it's a failure. Okay, that's the thing that we are going to do here. So look at this dialog.api underscore response dot status code. This contains a numerical value. If it is equal to 200, that means it's a success. So that is the condition that we are going to give here. Okay, that's the condition that we are going to give here. So if it is success, then we are in the true block. Okay, we are in the true block. Here you can see two blocks. Okay, here you can see two blocks, right? So inside this true block, you can see this plus symbol. You can go and select this add symbol here. And here, can you see this manage properties? You are going to see this manage properties option here. And from here, you can select the set properties. You need to select set properties. Set properties means you're going to set more than one property. So go and select the set properties. So what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I will explain that. So you're going to get the result in dialog.api underscore response. You're going to get the result in dialog.api.response. So we are going to set some variables here like dialog.weather. Okay, dialog.weather. In order to get the weather, what is the command that we need to give? Dialog.api response dot content dot weather of 0 dot description. Okay, so we are going to get the corresponding weather description in this particular variable, and we are going to assign that to the variable name dialog.weather. Similar to that, we are going to get the temperature here in this variable. Okay, in this, if we need to know the temperature of this particular city, we need to access this variable, and we are going to round that to integer. Okay, and we are going to store that in dialog.temp. And next is the icon. Icon means I will tell you about this icon after some more time. So these are the properties. So let me add this property here. Go and select the set properties and go and select the right side. Here you can see the assignments. Okay, so go and select this add new. You can type the properties here dialog.weather. Then after that, this property needs to be initialized with this value, right? So let me copy this one and paste that here. So this is the first property. That's done. Then I need to add another property. For that, go and click this add new. Okay, again, I need to get the temperature, right? So this is the property. You can give whatever name that you like. Again, I'm saying that you can test with whatever name that you like, but it needs to be consistent with all the things, right? So here dialog.temp, and we are going to get that value from here. So this is the value. So let me paste that value here. Then add another property, dialog.icon. Go and select this one. And in the value side, I'm going to paste this one. Okay, copy and paste this one. So we got some information. Let me explain this. So our weather information is within dialog. Okay, dot weather. Then temperature is within dialog dot temp, and icon is within dialog dot icon. After getting this, I need to construct a message like this. The weather in. What is the city name? Can you say that? What is the city name? What is the variable used for the city name? Can you say that? I'm asking you guys, what's the city name? Can you say that? Where we store that city name? Dialog dot city. This contains the city name. The weather in this city is. Can you say that? What is the next thing that we need to write? Dollar symbol. The weather in this city is this thing, right? So we are going to extract that from the portal.
Open weather portal.
Yeah, right. Dialog dot weather. I'm going to type like this. Okay, that means weather in city is this one. And you can say one more thing. And the temperature is. Can you say that? Temperature is
dialog dot temp.
Dial. You need to give this dollar sign and inside the curly bracket dialog dot temp, right? Dialog dot temp. So basically, this will be a value, right? And we need to put an degree symbol there. Okay, we need to put a degree symbol there. So after this value, in order to put that degree, you need to type like this and DEG colon. Okay, and DEG semicolon. So it will represents the degree. So this is the command that we need to. Okay, this is the statement that we need to display to the user from the bot. Okay, so you can see the same thing here. The weather in dialog.city is dialog.weather and the temperature is this one. So let me copy this one and select the true block here. Go and select this plus symbol that is after this set properties. And what is the option that we need to pick? Can you say that? Here the bot needs to display that message to the user. So which is the option that we need to pick? Can you tell that?
Send response.
Exactly. Send a response. In that send a response, if you're going to select this at the right side, you can see this add alternative. Okay, go and select this add alternative and click this and paste this code. The weather in dialog.city is dialog weather and the temperature is this one. So let me done. Okay, so I hope that you are clear up to this point, and the system is able to show you the weather of that particular city, right? Weather and the temperature of that particular city. And think like this, if the response is not 200, that means it's not a success. Then you need to print the appropriate statement. You need to display the appropriate message from the bot. So what you need to do is that go and select this false area. Okay, this is the false area. Go and select this false and plus this, click this add button. Again, send a response. Here you need to type the response. So what is the response that I am going to type? So here I am going to type like this, got an error. Okay, got an error. I got an error. Okay, then what is that error? So from where I am able to get that weather? Error. Okay, so in order to get that error, you can see that, go down. I am going to get that error from this particular value, that is dialog.api response.content.message. So if anything goes wrong, you need to display that error. So that error will be inside this variable. Okay, that information will be there inside this variable. So I'm going to copy this message. Okay, I'm going to copy the entire message and put that in this send a response here. Okay, so let me put that. Yeah, right.
So this dialog object, this is the parent, the main dialog object, or this is applicable for all? I mean,
I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that.
So this dialog, no, we are saying
This
curly,
get with the dialog.
yeah, curly braces dialog dot. So this dialog dot is coming. I mean, it is referring to which all dialogues in our application. Is it the parent or the main?
Not the parent. It is referring to this current dialog.
Current dialog. Okay.
Current dialog.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay. So we are able to access this. We are able to send that response. If anything goes wrong, then we are able to get that error. Okay. So now we are able to run up to this point. So let me run this and check that if it is a success or not, right? So go and start this bot. Go and start this bot. Go and start this bot. Let me wait for that. Here you can open this web chat. So let me refresh. Let me refresh. What's your name? I'm going to type Nithin. So here it is going to ask, hi Nithin, nice to meet you. Okay, so that's good. So let me know the weather. Let me know the weather. Let me know the weather. Enter the name of the city. Okay, so I can type Chennai. Are you able to get the result? The weather in Chennai is clear sky and the temperature is 31 degrees Celsius. Are you able to get that? Yes or no? I would like to get the response from you.
Yes.
It sounds good, right? It sounds good.
Yeah.
We are able to create a weatherboard, but still it needs to incorporate some more things. For example, let me ask weather again. And suddenly I changed my mind. Suddenly I changed my mind and I need to cancel the entire thing. Okay, I need to cancel the entire thing. So let me type cancel there. What is the intent here? Cancel means I need to cancel the entire thing, right? But it is not able to detect that. What it is saying, I got an error, city not found. But that's not the intent that I am actually focusing. Cancel means I need to cancel the entire thing. Are you getting my point? So the question is that how to allow this interruption. That means whenever the user needs to cancel everything, he should be able to do that. He should be able to do that. So let me close this one, stop this weatherboard, and let me go to the parent. Look at this. Let me go to the parent weatherboard. Okay, let me go to the parent weatherboard. And in this dialog, I am going to add a new trigger. Okay, in this dialog, I am going to create a new trigger. So select a trigger type, intent recognize. What is the name of this trigger? Cancel request. Okay, cancel request. I'm going to give like this, cancel request. What is the input rejects patterns? Whenever I type the word cancel, it needs to cancel everything, right? That's my goal. That's my goal. So I'm going to type this input rejects pattern here, cancel. Let me click this submit button. Okay, let me click this submit button. So it is able to create a new trigger here, cancel request. It is able to create a new trigger that is cancel request here. So once we are into this trigger, let me add a response. So what's the response? Here I'm going to type like this. Whenever you are free, okay. Whenever you are free, you can ask me about the weather. You can ask me about the weather, right? You can ask me about the weather. Whenever you're free, okay, you can ask me about the weather. That is the information that I am going to give here. So after that, I need to end this dialog, right? I need to end this dialog. So go and select this add button again. Okay, go and select this add button again. And go to the dialog management. instead of begin a new dialogue, we need to end this dialogue. Earlier, it was not like that. When we type whether, we need to actually begin a new dialogue. But here, when I type the word cancel, I need to end this dialogue. So go and select this, end this dialogue. So I'm done up to this point. OK, now I'm done up to this point. So let me start the bot again. Let me start the bot again. So open in web chat, or let me restart everything. What's your name? I'm typing Nithin here. I need to cancel everything. OK, so I'm going to type cancel that. Cancel that. Whenever you're free, you can ask me about the weather. OK, so cancel is recognized there. So let me ask weather again. Enter the name of the city. After that, I decided to cancel everything. So let me type cancel there. But still, here cancel is not working. When I type cancel here also, I need to cancel the entire thing. That means I need to get the message like, whenever you're free, you can ask me about the weather. I need to get that. But now I'm not able to receive that message, right? So close this one. What we can do? OK, that means after getting the message, enter the city name. If I'm going to type cancel, I need to cancel the entire thing. So let me go and expand this get weather. Go and select this begin dialog. OK, go and select this begin dialog. So let me select this begin dialog. And here you can see that enter the name of the city. This is the prompt that you're getting, right? Enter the name of the city. So go and select this prompt for text, enter the name of the city. And here you can see this at the right side, you can see the board response, user input and others. Board response, user input and others. Go and select this other. OK, go and select this other. And here you will be having the option for prompt configurations. OK, here you will be having the option for prompt configuration. Go and select this prompt configuration. Come down. There is a field called allow interruption. So we need to allow the interruption here. OK, so the parent dialog can interrupt this dialog. OK, this parent dialog can actually interrupt this child dialog. That's the setting that we are going to give. We are going to allow that. So that means this parent dialog is able to interrupt the child dialog. OK, that's the meaning of that. So I'm going to specify this allow interruption here. So let me save everything. Go to the start board. And let me again click this one. OK, so open web chat. Let me restart again. Let me type Nithin. So weather, I need to get the weather. So I'm going to type like this, enter the name of the city and going to type cancel here. Are you able to cancel everything? Yes or no? Are you able to cancel everything? Yes or no? You're good to go, right? You're good to go. That means you're able to cancel everything, right? You are able to cancel everything. So it sounds interesting. That's good. So let me stop my board. And let me add some buttons. Let me add some images. That will be more interesting, right? So how we can do that? So instead of typing cancel, it is better to have a cancel button there. OK, rather than typing cancel there, it will be good to have some cancel button there. So how we can do that? So go to the enter the name of the city. OK, go to this prompt for text. Go there. Go and select this bot response. Can you see this show code option here? Can I get the confirmation from you? Can you see this show code option here? Bot response, show code. Are you able to see this?
Yes, yes.
Go and select this show code. At that time, you are able to see one code here. You need to replace this code with the. Let me show you that this code. Activity, text, enter your city, suggested action, cancel. So suggested action is one of the type of buttons or the cards that you can see. So let me copy this code and paste that here. Okay, let me copy this code and paste that here. So I'm not able to do that. So let me copy that again. Let me copy that again and let me paste that here. Okay, so activity, enter your city, suggested action, cancel. I'm able to do that. And one more thing that I need to do is, so whenever you are getting the output, you're going to see like this, the weather in dialog. Okay, so let me expand that one. Let me expand that one. So you're going to get this one. Okay, the weather in dialog.city is this one and the temperature is this one. Rather than sending this message, it will be better to have some images. Okay, it will be better to have some images. Okay, rather than specifying this text output, it will be better to have some images for sending that particular response. So let me go there. And this is the thumbnail card. This is the thumbnail card. And here you can see this. Here dialog.city is there. Dialog.weather is there. Dialog.temp is there. And new thing, dialog.icon. I told you that at the top, we are setting one property. Okay, at the top, let me take that again. Let me take that again. So you can see that dialog.icon. So dialog.icon contains some icons of that particular weather. Okay, dialog.icon contains the icon of that particular weather. So instead of directly displaying that message, I'm going to display a card, thumbnail card. So let me copy this code. Okay, let me copy the code of this card and select this send a response. Same thing, go and select this show code. Click this one. You can actually remove this code here and paste the new one. Thumbnail card, title, whether you copied that thing, right? So let me run that. Let me run that. Start board. Start board. Open that in web chat. Restart the conversation. What's your name? Nithin. Hi Nithin, nice to meet you. Okay, can I get the weather? Oh, are you able to see this cancel button? Yes or no? If you need to cancel, you can directly click this cancel. Then you're going to get this message. Okay, let me ask weather again. Weather. Again, you're going to get this button, right? Cancel button. So, okay, I'm going to type my city name, Chenganur. Okay, Chenganur. That's my hometown, Chenganur. Let me hit enter. Are you able to see the thumbnail card? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how simple is this, right? Rather than directly coding the things, you can actually use this board framework composer for designing your boards. I told you that this course is all about how to integrate AI in your application. This AI 102 course is all about how to integrate AI services in your application. It is not about how to train your machine learning models. If you're focusing on that, you can do that DP100 course. If you're focusing on that, that DP100 course is all about machine learning. Okay, this AI 102 is all about the services that you can incorporate in your application. So this is one of the okay, if you're clearing this certification, then the role is you are an AI engineer. AI engineer means you don't need to be expert in machine learning or data science. Okay, you don't need to be expert in data science or machine learning. But what you can do is that you can design some websites or you can design some other applications. And in that application, if you need to incorporate AI services, you can do that. So that is called as AI engineer. That's a separate tag, AI engineer. Okay, data scientist engineer means there you are going to have the thorough knowledge of the machine learning algorithms, how to train all those things. Okay, you're going to focus on that in data science engine or data science or data scientist. Okay, if you're focusing for data scientist positions, you need to be good with that. If you need to go and do with this AI engineering, you can go with this course. So there are specific roles for each of these certificates. Now you are able to develop this board. Okay, so let me close this one. And here you learned about how to connect different dialogues, how you can connect with this. So if you need to know more about this, I will give you one suggestion. When you're free, you can type here bot Azure bot service. Okay, you can type Azure bot service. Azure bot service, and you're going to get this link. I will share this link with you. Okay, I will share this link with you. And this is all about the Microsoft Azure bot service. And if you're going down, look at this, a product overview feature. Okay, then you will be learning about how to use the bot framework composer, all those things. And in the documentation, you can see some resources here, how to use this bot framework composer and all those things. So if you need to learn about that, it will be redirected to the MS Learn page. If you need to go and select this Microsoft documentation, you can go there. Here you can see many instructions regarding how to do the installation, how to get started, how to create your bot. Okay, with the composer. Okay, so these are another type of here they are actually creating a pizza bot. Okay, then you're going to see the tutorials. Okay, this is the thing that we have done now. Then you can integrate that with the Louis. There are a lot of things. That we can learn from this documentation. So let me share this portal with you, and when you have the time, you can go through this. So actually it's a boss course. But now you are able to get an idea about how to use this Azure bot service to develop the bots. And now I'll be having some questions to you. Sorry. First question. You want to enable a conversational customer support. Okay, you want to enable a conversational customer support solution through both email and web chat. What should you do? That means you need to design a bot and you need to integrate that with the email and web chat. If you need to do that, which is the option that you need to pick? First option, create a bot for the web chat. Send an automated response to email directing users to web chat. Second option, create a bot for email and a second bot for web chat. That means you need to create two bots. And the third option is that create a single bot and deliver it through both web chat and the email channels, which is the right option. So okay, one is responded. What about others? One participant is responded. What about others? Which is the right option? You can unmute your mic and say regarding that. Then it will be more interactive. Okay, Saumya, Napu. Okay, then. Okay. Most of them are saying the third option, right? So if you need to integrate our bot with so many channels, it is not a good thing to do that much of bots. Create a single bot and deliver that through different channels. So third one is the right answer. Okay, so third one is the right answer for that. Next question, you have created a bot using the bot framework SDK. Which tool should you use to test it locally?
Second option.
Second
option. Okay. What about others? Question to third option. Okay. So that will be a confusing thing, right? So one is saying that first is the right option. One guy is saying that third is the right option because there is a confusion. So the right answer here is bot framework emulator. Second is the right option, but you may ask why someone is saying that bot framework. Composer. So we have tested our board from this point itself, right? We have tested this board from this point itself, but the actual answer is we need to test our board from the board framework emulator. How we can do that? I will show you. So let me start this board again. Let me start this board again. And here you will be going to see two options. Okay, what are the options? Opening web chat and test in emulator. Earlier we opened that in web chat, right? So let me go and select this test in emulator. Okay, let me go and click this test in emulator.
No,
So
my
at that
question
time-
here is, Nithin, we can have the same code designed in our, we can write an, convolutional AI, Python code, and we can do that as a testing emulator in our framework itself in the Visual Studio.
Yeah, we can do that. But officially, what the thing is that officially after we design this code, we can test that in the board framework emulator. In the Visual Studio Code itself, we are able to do that. But in this Composer also, we are able to do that. But officially, there is a software for testing these boards. Are you getting my point?
Okay.
So the thing is that here you can see this. I am actually testing my board designed in the board framework Composer in this board framework emulator. This is the board framework emulator. So this is the standard software for testing that in a local manner. So what's your name? I can type Nithin here. Then I'm going to type weather. Let me. Okay, sorry, I don't get that. Why? WAE. Okay, that's the right name. So weather. Enter your city. So let me put Mumbai. Weather for Mumbai, smog 35 degrees Celsius. So so there are different ways in which we can test, but the thing is that, but the idea is that there is a software called board framework emulator, which is specifically designed for testing the boards. So the right option that you need to pick is board framework emulator. Okay.
So I have a doubt here.
Right.
If because you typed a little wrong, right? Can you add an autocorrect to the closest and check?
But if you
Avoid
need
a
to,
response?
yeah, if you need to do that, then you can go with the language understanding. You need to connect with the language understanding services. Here, I am actually going with the regular patterns. I hope that you got the idea, because I am actually using the regex pattern. But instead of that, what you can do, you can give the utterance and train similar to that of the language understanding. In the language understanding portal, what we have done, we have given so many utterances. We will be having the option for this spelling check corrections. Okay, if anything goes wrong, this Bing will autocorrect the sentence for you. So we can incorporate that using the Louis portal or Louis services. We can do that. So in order to know more about that, what you can do is that you can actually go through the link that I have shared, and you will be able to see that how to integrate this board with the question and answering. That means the Q&A that we have learned in the last class, and also we can integrate this with the language understanding. That means a lot of things that we can do with this this board framework. So we will be having the option for that.
Thanks.
So intent training is also available.
Yeah, Indian training is also available. Indian training is also available. So in order to learn more about this, what you can do, let me show you the links for that. Azure Board Service. Let me take that again. Let me take that again. Go to the documentation, Microsoft documentation, Quick Start tutorials. Can you see this? Improve intent recognition with Louis. Are you able to see this?
Yes.
So if you're following this strategy, then you can select the, here you can see that cancel. These are the indents, and you can type the commands like this: help, I need help, please help me, can you help? These are the utterances. You can do that. So that's why I told you that you need to actually go through the documentation too, rather than going through the MS Line. MS Line contains the basic things that you need to study. After that, you can go through the documentation, and you can learn according to that. So let me ask the last question. So here the right answer is board framework emulator. Okay, board framework emulator. And the last question is, when might you use a waterfall dialog? When might you use a waterfall dialog? When you do not want to maintain the state between board activities? when you need to cancel an
Third
activity.
one.
Third one, sir.
Yeah. Which one? Third one. Waterfall means we need to go through a sequential series of steps, right? So for canceling an activity, we don't need to have this waterfall dialog. For maintaining the states, we don't need to have this waterfall dialog. So whenever you need to go through a sequential series of steps, you need to actually use this waterfall dialog. So these are the things that we learned in this module. Okay, so what you can do is that you can do the exercise, and also can we have a lunch break for 45 minutes? Now the time is 12:30. We are on time. Can we take the break, or whether we need to start with the next module? What's your opinion?
We will take so.
Yeah, we will take the break. That's 1 hour, please. You need to have 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So what's your opinion? What's your opinion? If it's possible, we can short that to 50 minutes. Is that okay? 50 minutes? Can we have 50 minutes? So we can
Yeah,
save 10 minutes.
15 minutes is okay.
50 minutes is okay. Okay, so right. So we can take a 15 minutes break and go and take the lunch. And if time is there, you can practice a little bit during that time, and we can start with the next module after the lunch. Let me put on the timer here. Okay, so now you can leave. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go and take the leave.
Sir, we can have a
Ah.
for 1 hour, sir.
I don't get that. What you're saying?
Sir, we can get lunch break for 1 hour, sir.
So I'm not able to get your sound. So can you type that in the chat box, or?
Sir, he's asking if it's possible to get a 1 hour break. If that's possible, it's really nice, sir.
1 hour. Okay, then take 1 hour. Take 1 hour.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Come back at 1:30.